Yeah, this can be a really good one. I think Live Fire Strongholds, our game one, is a really good game type to kind of see how both these teams are playing, because it's one of those game types that it can get very out of hand very quickly, right? If you get those triple caps on the board, you can really start racking up those points. And I think Scarcity, we saw in that first series on Live Fire King of the Hill, I think it was, have nearly a 3 KD or above. So we know he's one of those players. He's very comfortable on Live Fire, especially if he can get that sniper rifle in his hands. But let's kick things off on board here with Friday. Has already found himself flanking towards bottom mid and might have some good angles here. Some of these players on the lead side puts down some shots towards Do Not Defy Me, but London Legion already 3 down to start this game. As you can see, Friday already scampering away towards the camo spawn, but it is going to be an early 2 cap on the board here as OK hits a shot for his second kill of the game. And already it's going to be Leeds Lionheart scoring in this game.
Yeah, as Squamelin does have the sniper rifle on hand, putting it to very good use. Camo is up. Does get picked up by someone on Leeds. Neb is in trouble here in bottom mid. Does get a trade kill on, well, not a trade, just a kill on the Scarcity, but does get traded out by the sniper rifle Squamelin. As yeah, Leeds was just that early 25 points on the board. As London will take B and do have a bit of an AB hold, but Leeds are looking to strike that. As just hits the no scope for the killing spree as well. As London do have a 2 dead. It's up the net to potentially save this B, but it's not, as he does get taken down. And it was momentarily Leeds scoring, but now it just falls back to London as they take that C. And yeah, just an explosive start from Leeds there.
Yeah, okay with that sniper rifle. He's one of those players where, a very talented mouse and keyboard player. He can really kind of put down some big damage, and we've already seen that at the start of this game. A 6-1 start from him, a 3-1, 4-1 start as well from his teammates respectively, and Do Not Defy Me and Scarcity. But despite the big slaying differential, it's only a 20 or so point lead here for Leeds at the start of this game. So London Legion doing a good job keeping that pressure on, making the objective work difficult, as the backsmack does come in from Theo. It's 2 dead, make it 3 dead though for London Legion, as Friday is going to be last player left alive, and he's taken down as well. It's a fresh 4 dead here for London Legion, but I think the interesting thing is going to be here, right? Are we going to see this Leeds team really put that pressure on, really push for that triple cap and start racking up those points? It looks like at the moment Leeds just seem to be kind of comfortable and happy just holding this 2 cap and slowly racking up these points, and that can be a really kind of difficult setup to break for these teams that may be a bit less experienced in competitive Halo. But I think a team of the caliber of London Legion, I think they definitely have the capacity to break this setup. But at the moment, you gotta say Leeds Lionheart are just doing such a good job holding this 2 cap, and you can see the points at the bottom just continuing to rack up for them.
Yeah, as there is a momentary 2 dead on the side of London, as I believe Camo is spawning up soon, or has been taken by someone, I'm not entirely sure. As a sniper rifle coming up soon, as Scarcity will look to challenge the person on C, does win the fight. Hopefully the teammate there to finish that clear. Doesn't. Does have the sniper rifle. Lands the no-scope body shot. Will he clean up Neb? As there's another 2 dead for London again. It's like, this is what just seems to be happening. It just seems like London just aren't seem to find a way to stabilize. It feels like any attempt to just wait for spawns just gets nullified by Leeds just chasing these kills. As there is a momentary 2 cap for London, but it's going to be taken away. As no, never mind, it's okay. As Scarcity just lines up the headshot onto Wabam, as he's not looking too hot. 0-8. Neb might not be long for this this map now. As it does get taken up for the no scope, and gets another kill as he trades it. I mean, this is looking quite dire.
Yeah, I will say though, well, obviously, that was an incredible sequence from Scarcity. Not only the shots he hit, but the way he was able to stay alive and just be such a nuisance there for so long. But you look at the slays, right? Bam's yet to get a kill, Scarcity's 13-3, OK's 11-2, but it's still only a 70-point lead here for Leeds Lionheart. And I think that's the thing, right? When you choose not to go for these trip caps, you can get slay after slay after slay, but sometimes it doesn't quite reflect in the kind of OBJ work as much as you'd like. But regardless of whether they take 10 minutes to win this game or 5 minutes to win this game, I think for London Legion, they just have to start putting some kills on the board. Because I'm no mathematician, but the slaying differential between these 2 teams looks to be getting a little bit out of hand in this game. And you know, for anyone watching this series, and I mean, me and you spoke about it just a little bit beforehand. I think we were expecting the series to be closely contested. I think I'm definitely expecting London Legion to at least take a game or two in this series. So, you know, for this game one to be as dominant as it is a little bit worrying from that point of view. But I think the only silver lining so far is London Legion continuing to do their best to kind of cap those strongholds, keep those points racking up, and looks like they're trying to go for a triple cap here. As you can see, A and C in their control, B now getting converted. A is now getting converted from the side of Leeds, but London Legion, they've got this 2 cap, and let's see if they can hold it for anywhere near as long as the time as we saw Leeds hold it for.
Now, you mentioned earlier they weren't particularly mathematician. No worries. That's where I come in. London combined have more kills than Scarcity. That says a lot as to how much they're getting outslayed. As there is a 2 dead for the side of Leeds, as Wabam does find the 5-shot perfect, and is looking for this player on dice. Does miss the spike grenade, as they do have the AB hold momentarily, as he does spot out. Don't find me on that mud side, and I think things are starting to stabilize here. There's only a 50-point gap now, starting to close. As I mean, what are your thoughts on this sort of mid game?
I will say I've just had some intel that's come to me. Apparently, Square Melon might not actually be okay. Apparently, it could be a substitute player, which me is very surprising because the substitute player is arguably playing just as good as the kind of main roster. So you know, this could throw a wrench in things potentially if Square Melon can continue playing at the level he is. But seems like Wabam is struggling a little bit in this game in the slaying department, but I'm still, like I say, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I mean, the fact that London Legion have kept this game within a kind of realistic score differential is very, very impressive considering how much they're getting outslayed in this game. But yes, he hits a big shot with a sniper rifle, does get taken down. There's going to be 3 dead here for a moment for Leeds, and this could be a chance for London Legion to convert this B stronghold and initiate this scoring yet again, as Wahama is going to eliminate those grenades. Coming under a little bit of pressure here, but does a good job to kind of stay in cover, capture B, and once again, it is going to be London Legion scoring and closing on the 100-point mark. And it's got to be a little bit worrying, right, if you're a player on this Leeds team. You keep pressing back on your controller, or I'm not sure what button it is on your keyboard, but you keep looking at these scoreboards thinking, we are really outslaying these guys, but how the hell is this game not over yet? I mean, when you're outslaying a team this comfortably, I'd honestly expect this game to be over at this point. So the fact that London Legion have just put a triple cap on the board, I mean, might need a little bit of work on the OBJ efficiency from the lead side, but still a 60-point lead for them. I don't think they're going to be sweating quite yet.
I mean, if that sequence from the side of Neville or Band and Scarcity was anything, I think Leeds are looking to put their foot on the pedal here, as there is a momentary trip cap from the side of London. But Leeds will take the C. Neb go bottom mid, finds Spartan Spy, and is against Scarcity now in bottom mid. But Scarcity just wins it. There's a 2 dead on the side of London Legion, and believe Leeds should have this B cap as spawners come up onto A.
Enemy teams
and this gap, honestly, like we've gone to like a 30-point gap now. Like this is a shrinking, like, moment by moment.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wasn't that long ago at the start of the game I was talking about how I was surprised at how one-sided and dominant this game was looking, but I mean, things have really flipped on their head since then, and it just seems like the aggression on the objective from London Legion, it seems like, despite the kind of slaying differential we're seeing, they're just doing such a good job of just continuing to push the pace when it comes to trying to capture these strongholds. It seems like Leeds are kind of struggling just to kind of match it a little bit, and you gotta think, right, if London can just kind of continue to keep up in the slays, just even evenly, it seems like the OBJ efficiency is definitely in their advantage, as once again, it was 3 down for a moment for Leeds, and you can see Friday is converting this B stronghold, so it is going to be scoring initiated, but you can see on the outlines, and all this Leeds team are pushing towards C, but a heads-up rotation again from London Legion to capture A instead, and just really good rotations we're seeing from London, not even taking that fight at C, kind of letting Leeds have that stronghold. They do now maintain control of B, but you can see Scarcity's found his way towards the back of B, and this could spell disaster here for London Legion. As you can see, the players from Leeds converging now towards this B stronghold. Scarcity is able to get a kill off the back of the body shot. The no-scope doesn't quite connect onto Theo, but it is going to be Leeds now with the scoring, and they've just surpassed that 200-point mark.
Yeah, as I think one of the similar things that we've had from this series and Leeds series against Durham is the objective efficiency, right? Like we talked about it in the last series, where how cleanly can these teams, win their maps. I think just on the side of Leeds, it seems like playing power's there, but it's just there's some sort of disconnect between how each member wants to play the map. As it doesn't seem to be disconnect now, as Fimi rips the head off of Theo, and we are looking at a potential map win here just for Leeds, as Ned's final member on that B. They will cap it, and we are looking at a 250 to 178 victory for Leeds in this first map.
Well, it is going to be Streets. Sorry about that, guys. I got a bit confused, but it is Streets. I like Streets. That's fine.
Yeah, Streets. I think Streets is a lot nicer to look at, I'll be honest, compared to Solitary. But score predictions, I think we're looking in the 50-40 territory, right? Given how close the match the teams are, as Leeds do have a 2-kill lead here. Wabam does get taken up by Spartan Spy with some nice cover fire, as there's a look at the camo, and probably will go into the hands of Leeds. Never mind, does get picked up by a member of the London Legion. Oh, sorry, is Leeds actually. As Student Farming has his camo. It is looking to be a bit sneaky around that B stairs, as Friday does try to get a 1v1 against the camo. Does lose. And yeah, Don't Defy Me is stepping up to the plate here.
Yeah, really good start from Leeds. There's already, like you said, Do Not Defy Me, 2 kills and 4 assists, as well as it is a 7-2. Make that 8-2, maybe make it 9 as well, as Leeds Lionheart just running around in a pack almost and just taking down these London Legion players one at a time. And I was speaking a little bit about how I was worried about, a bit of a dominant start, maybe a bit of a snowball effect in these Slayers. And I think Streets again is one of those maps where if you play it correctly, you really start racking those kills up. But you can see things slowed down here for just a moment as all 4 players on the side of London Legion bunched up towards this B side, but they're getting picked off one at a time, as just 2 kind of solo deaths there from London Legion is not what you want to see from their kind of point of view. As you can see now, Leeds starting to grow in confidence, making that push towards the B side. The camo is going to be up in about 15 seconds time, so maybe London thinking about slowing the game down until that new camo comes up. But you can see Do Not Defy Me playing with such confidence, continuing to push the pace, as he's still yet to die in this game, by the way. 8 assists already this early on in the game is so impressive. On the side of Do Not Defy Me, as he gets yet another assist and a beatdown kill as well. It's 13-4, make it 14 already for Leeds in this game. They are just looking absolutely dominant so far in this series.
Yeah, as I am very confident. Like a good 6 of those 10 assists are actually Mark assists, as he's kind of known as the king of the shot caller medal. As if I remember correctly, back at Europa Halo Blackpool, he actually, I'm pretty sure he almost topped the charts as for shot caller medals, which is quite impressive. Like every gunfight is literally just shot caller medal, shot caller medal, shot caller medal. He's always picking. He's always giving that info to his team, even if he isn't verbally saying it.
This could potentially be world record pace for assists in the game of Slayer, honestly. I mean, it's interesting you said about the kind of ping assist. I actually don't think I got pinged even marked on my controller or even mapped on my controller, which probably makes me a bad matchmaking teammate. But I'm one of those kind of old heads where I didn't have to ping in the old Halo, so I'm not pinging in this Halo either. I don't care. But I mean, 12 assists already. We're not even halfway through this game. I mean, if he could get 20 assists in the Slayer, that might be something that I don't think I've seen in a very long time in a game of Halo. So, I mean, Do Not Defy Me. The fact he's 3-13-1 might be the most ridiculous scoreline I've ever seen in my life. And now it's down 14 assists. I know I should be paying attention to the 3-8 score at the bottom, but how has this man got 14 assists? I'm so confused. This is incredible. And I mean, on the London Legion point of view, right? I mean, only 10 kills from their point of view isn't quite what you want to see. And then I'd say so far, I don't know if this is a bit too much to say, but I think a bit of a disappointing performance so far from London Legion in this series. I mean, I really thought they'd be able to kind of bring it to Leeds and keep up, but so far the game 1 I'm now looking at the game 2, it just seems to be such a big kind of golfing class when it comes to the slaying between these two teams. And I'm hoping we can see London's kind of find just something, some kind of spark to build a bit of confidence back. Because at the moment, it just seems like Leeds are almost running around the map with total freedom, just kind of having their way with this London Legion roster.
Yeah, it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like they're playing Quake and just rocket jumping all over the place, just finding these kills. It's Scarcity just running around the map, 10 and 2. Just always gives us a reason to call him the highlight of our machine as he gets the killing spree. Is one shot. His teammate does pick up the kill onto Neb, and just look at him. Just look at how well he lives, even when he's one shot. As he isn't to clean up the counter Friday, just get cleaned up by his teammate, and it might be the time he might go down. No, he doesn't. He's just got his team behind him. It seems like at every single point.
Yeah, I mean, Leeds, this is very, very impressive. I mean, I think today they've just been playing lights out Halo, and I mean, just to talk about the kind of big picture a little bit, I think, kind of heading into this season when we saw Scarcity get added to this roster, I think most of us really thought this might be the kind of new #1 team in the league, but I think last week maybe made us question that a little bit when we saw Leeds lose to Durham, but I don't know what they've been doing like kind of in between week 1 and week 2. I don't know if they've been kind of doubling up on their Weetabix in the morning or just going over VOD review or something, because Scarcity is 15 and 2. Do not defy me, almost as impressively, if not more impressively, has somehow got a stat line of 6 kills, 18 assists, and 3 deaths. This might be the most ridiculous performance I've seen in a game of Slayer in years. I mean, I don't know what to make of this. I mean, this is just so impressive, just all around from the kind of Leeds Lionheart team. They might be looking at a stake in this game if they can carry on playing at the pace they are. And this is just absolute lights out performance from Leeds. And I mean, this is a kind of game which, you know, it does more than just give you the win. I mean, it's not just about who wins and who loses the series and how that affects the standings. You know, this is the kind of win that can have effects for weeks and weeks when it comes to the kind of mentality of these players. I mean, this kind of victory is going to give the Leeds team so much confidence heading into their future matches about the kind of level they're capable of hitting. And on the London Legion side, right, I mean, you just hope this doesn't maybe knock their confidence too much and, you know, kind of cause a bit of turmoil within the team, because there's losing a game at Halo and then there's really kind of getting dominated in the game at Halo. And at the moment, it just seems like pure domination from this Leeds roster.
Yeah, as do not defy me, it is on pace to hit that goal of 20 assists as you mentioned earlier. But I think Scarcity might not give it to him as he's got one more kill left to take. Who will it be? It might be Wabam. Could be Ned there as they're just stuck in this ice cream position. And it is onto Theo. And the stake does come in 50 to 23 as that might just set the pace for how this map 3 might end up.
Down this top position, putting some shots across the map, and uncharacteristically, you can see London Legion have sent two players towards gold at the start. I think that's basically handed Leeds to camo for free, which is definitely a bit of an interesting strategy. We'll have to see if Leeds can kind of capitalise with the camo now. As you can see, 2 kills do go down for Leeds. Nebula is able to get the kill, but Leeds basically getting a free grab now on this ball, and they're already starting to rotate it towards gold. So really strong start here for Leeds as they're already starting to rack up the time.
Now with shock in hand, is in a bit of trouble here. Does get bailed up by his teammates as there is a 2 dead for Leeds. Lands the body shot onto Don't Fire, which is cleaned up by Wabam. And potentially looking at some ball time. Though there is some retaliation kills from Leeds as there's a 1 dead, but Ned just finds the head of Spartan Spy and Bomb Tower, but gets getting out by Scarcity. And Scarcity has the help from Don't Find Me. This might just be the ball going into the hands of Leeds, as we do have a spawn out into long by Neb, and he does get covering fire from Theo. Well, Bam does get taken out by Scarcity, and it's just we've had 9 seconds of ball time.
Yeah, London Legion on the right side. I mean, they've kept up in the slays a little bit more in this first round so far than they were in the last game. So I mean, I think pretty much anything could be an improvement on the last game from London Legion. But you can see here, Scarcity 4-1 to start this game, but also doing the objective as well, doing a little bit of everything here. And I think that might be what this Leeds team needs if they want to really reach new heights. I mean, they're already playing incredible, but I think if you can have Scarcity putting up the slays that he is, and maybe doing a bit more objective on top of that as well, I think that's going to make this Leeds team so different. He is. You can see Scarcity here being a nuisance towards gold. Double team does come in from London Legion. Nebula does find 2 kills, but he's now taken down as well, as he's 2 down on either side of these teams, as no one able to get hands on that ball at the moment. Quite a low scoring round so far between both these two teams, but it is going to be a lead with a narrow lead at 19-0. Spartan Spy now looking to get the 1v1. Really heads up play from Spartan Spy to get the stick. 2 now down for London Legion, and yet again it's going to be ball in hand here for Leeds.
Yeah, as it does seem like Leeds are just trying to play to get this ball out of London's hands. They've already got the points. Just play the clock, really, it seems. There is a kill onto the finally. There's a PR fight off in top gold that Scarcity does win. And there's a 2 death to London Legion. But Bam is in a bit of trouble in bats. Does get taken out. And the ball goes into the hands of Leeds. Scarcity is also now in trouble from the Steam player. Does get taken out. And yeah, it just seems like there's just no one just wants the ball.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, one thing I want to talk about as well for this Leeds roster is just how impressive Square Melon 1 has been. I mean, SOS OK has been such a strong kind of component of this Leeds roster now, you know, dating all the way back to last season and even the first week of this season. And I think for Square Melon to kind of come into this team and be as strong as he is, I mean, that was SOS OK on the account, but I've been told that in the background that apparently that is actually a different player. So, I mean, he's playing really strong this series, and I think Nebula, though, has seemed to pick up a little bit in this game. I mean, only a 28-10 lead here for Leeds Lionhearts. They do go 3 down here, and Nebula, already 8 kills in this game, does try to get his hands on the ball as well, but he is going to be shut down by the side of Leeds. Do not defy me as well. The grenade kill makes it 2 dead, make it 3 dead now for London, as this could now be a chance for Leeds to get their hands on this ball yet again.
Yeah, as Scarcity does get his hands on the shot rifle, but just gets beaten down by Friday. Well, Bam gets killed on Square on 1, and the camo does fall into the hands of Spartan Spy. Let's see what he can do with it. This appears to be in a bit of a precarious situation. It doesn't matter, as he just recharged the ball, and he does have help from Scarcity. And didn't find me. Square on 1 will pick up the ball here. And yeah, it's finally looking to get some ball time on the board. As London Legion do look to take a push through tower. As they are subdued. Neb in the skull pipe just slides out and challenges Spartans on the triangle. Does win it, but didn't find me, has his trade. And Scarcity picks up another kill, and it's a 2 dead from both sides. Scrambler 1's really weak. What can he do? He's got help from Scarcity. As he does get taken down by Neb. Spartan Spy is dead. There's a 2 dead for Leeds again. Squirmel 1's just holding his own here in the Mangler pit, but Neb just takes his face off and grabs the ball. There's a bit of covering fire on the top gold for the side of Leeds, as they do recover the ball. They're just trying to put some extra ball time in. There's 54 seconds left on the clock, and it's running down. London Legion really need to do something. They've not got much ball time. I can speak English today. And the time on the clock's just running out. They really need to do something here.
Yeah, I mean, Leeds have done a good job just making it so difficult for London Legion to get any time on that ball. I mean, I was praising London Legion when it came to their OBJ efficiency in that first game and how they were doing such a good job kind of continuing to rack up those points despite the slaying differential. But it seems like in this game, at least so far, in this round 1 of Oddball, that London Legion, despite almost doing arguably a little bit better in terms of the slays than they have been in game 1 and 2, just seems like Leeds Lionheart are just making it so difficult for them to get anywhere near the spawn. You spoke about Scarcity and how dangerous he can be with a shock rifle, and even if he's not hitting these shots, he's been such a kind of presence. But as I say that, of course, he hits the headshot onto Theo, and only 2 seconds, 1 second left, and that is going to be round 1 of this Oddball going to Leeds Lionheart, and only 1 round away now, taking this series 0, and I'd say almost, I think, finishing out the day without dropping a single map right. So Leeds on the cusp of an absolute dominant finish to today's games, as we're going to have to see if we can see a bounce back here from London Legion. It's nice to see Nebula +1. You can see Wabam as well, already at 10 kills. So they've definitely stepped up, at least when it comes to the slays, but it seems like now Leeds almost answer back with a bit more OBJ efficiency. It just seems like whenever London are able to raise the level just a little bit, the Leeds almost respond back and raise it a bit more themselves. So Scarcity, they're off to start here. Looking to be a nuisance towards the turbine. He's going to make a push, and looks like he's going to try to isolate a 1v1 maybe towards this player bottom A, as Wabam is caught unaware. The 1v1 now between these two players. Wabam, though, catches him out. Scarcity caught having to reload, and Wabam gets a big kill onto Scarcity. And that might now enable this London Legion team to move up towards gold and think, okay, there's some time on that ball.
I believe the term there is playing from London and living on the server there
Enemy has the ball.
as yeah, I mean that's also, I think that's something we haven't really talked about is, you know, London are playing from London, right? So they do have, in theory, that ping advantage in some of these fights. But it just seems like Scarcity just nullifies that. It just the mechanical skill
Enemy
that he
has the
brings.
ball.
You know, sure. I think the thing with Scarcity is, you know, we spoke a lot about him and his slaying potential, but you know, not only the slays, Scarcity is something that's really, really impactful for this team, but also just kind of his experience, right? I mean, he's played, you know, many, many years now. I think of competitive Halo. He was playing at the end of Halo 5. He's kind of played on and off when it comes to Infinite, and you know, the IGLing he's able to do for this team and kind of direct them on the map and point them in the right direction, I think is going to be something that's so kind of invaluable for this roster, as well as just the kind of the raw slaying potential that he provides. And you can see already in this round, it had a bit of a scrappy start, but Leeds, once they're able to get this ball towards gold, they're continuing to kind of easily rack up this time here. I mean, Collapse is now coming in from the London Legion team, but Spartan Spy finds a really good kill onto Nebula, and just being such a nuisance here towards the gold. There's the nade does eventually flush him out, as London Legion now looking to break this setup, as not able to get hands on that ball though, despite those kills going down, and no, Theo with the camo gets back smacked with some unfortunate timing there from Scarcity. Scarcity able to find yet again a second kill, and just when I thought London Legion might be able to think about grabbing that ball and trying to tie up this game, Leeds respond with some big kills to shut that down.
I don't think I've seen a London kill in a while on the kill feed. Like the slaying's just. If it was somewhat even in that first round, it sure as hell ain't in this round, because it's just been what feels like
Enemy has the ball.
Leeds domination in this round, as Scarcity just finds a beautiful kill with the grenade. It's a double with the shock into bottom tower. But man, don't peek your head. Scarcity will find it as yeah. Does land a body shot onto Friday in Turbine as he does look to rotate into C flat. Let's get it. Dev doesn't mind, just quickly swaps to the shot. And London Legion are in shock here, as there is a 60-point lead here against the final kill with a shot. And it's just pretty.
Yeah, this is domination from Leeds Lionheart. I mean, this series, I'll be honest, has not gone anywhere how I thought it was. I honestly thought, despite how good Leeds looked in their first series against Durham, that we'd see London Legion kind of really test them. I mean, bare minimum, I thought they'd take at least a game, but I also thought some of these games, you know, whether they went their way or not, would be a lot closer in terms of the score. But it's just been absolute domination, to be honest, from Leeds. And I mean, Scarcity has been playing out of his skin, but once again, I mean, Square Melon 1 has been playing, you know, very, very good as well. I mean, we saw Do Not Defy Me with a crazy assist in that game too. It's just been a really good, well-rounded team performance as well. Just this whole Leeds Lionheart roster, and you know, already only 24 points away from taking this game and taking this series. And like I mentioned before, finishing the day without dropping a single map for Leeds Lionheart is what they're on the cusp of here if they can close out this oddball game. So it's been absolute domination, as you can see Scarcity in the distance throwing the ball up to his teammate towards the back ledge. Really good job there to kind of officially get hands on that oddball. And despite London Legion, they're putting together some kills here, but you can see the heads-up rotation there from Square Melon. Throws the ball out towards the turbine, not quite able to make it towards bottom mid, but just trying to put that ball in a difficult position for London Legion. But Friday has done a good job here to scoop up this ball, and is now going to be starting to rack up some time, but it's such a big hill to climb here for London Legion if they want to tie up this game at 1-1. They've got to basically get 80 points or so uncontested, and if Leeds Lionheart break this setup once, you do fear the game could be over. But as I say that, almost terrible timing. The push comes in from Leeds. It's going to be a clean 3 down as the ball's thrown out towards the middle, and this could spell disaster here for London Legion.
Yeah, I mean, just 10 points left for Leeds to win the series. It just seems like they're doing a victory lap, as Scarcity just holds the charge on the plasma pistol. Doesn't land onto Friday there in top tower, but what does it matter? There's nearly 5 points left. Does hit the shot onto what band the new combo lands, as there is a trade, but doesn't matter. Leeds Lionhearts will take the series 3-0 in extremely dominating fashion and just subvert expectations what we had.